Hello and welcome to 5 things I wish I knew when I started playing PUBG. Because there was hardly anyone to explain these things to me, I kinda had to find them the hard way. And no, this is not about the time I didn't know you have to actually load your weapon before you can start shooting. So let's begin with number 1. School is not high reward. This is something that I had to figure out by going to the school when it wasn't looted, and that happens very rarely. But once it does, you can almost notice how bad equipment there is there sometimes. Hardly any meds, mostly just shotguns, and heaven forbid if I find a good level 3 armor or a helmet. But yes, it has happened that I found good loot in school, but I don't think people go there because of the good loot, so to speak, but rather because it's in the middle of the map where people just don't have to open doors in order to reach each other and can just have a quick fun game. Number 2. Single is a lot better than auto at start when learning all the weapons. This took me so long to figure out that I didn't know it until 1 or 2 weeks ago. If you really want to learn how to shoot, just put it on single and force yourself to spam that left mouse button, because then you get a really good feeling of how it is, especially with the AK, which shoots like everywhere except for on target when on auto. Number 3. No one is really going to tell you about this except for everyone on the forums and everyone on Reddit. But there are Asian peoples on every single region, and Bluehole still hasn't figured out what the problem is for everyone who's trying to play squad mode. Actual number 3. The UMP is not really that great due to its low damage. This shouldn't come as a surprise, but the longer the bullet, the more damage output, which is something that I didn't really know about. Nowadays I pick AK over SCAR and M4 mainly due to this factor, that I can kill someone with fewer bullets. Keep in mind that I still keep guns on single, so that's probably why it's a lot better as well for me. The UMP itself is really great when it comes to how little sound it gives out, especially with the silencer. It barely gives out 75 meters if I recall correctly, so for that reason it's really great. But you know, shooting someone with a level 3 vest 7 times versus 5 times can make a huge difference. Number 4. Ballistic mask doesn't really give any protection. For a long time I thought that these accessories actually did something, like the gas mask protected you a bit from the gas, for instance, and so on. Protective glasses give you, well, protection. While it would be a cool idea to have that, I believe that it would quickly turn into a pay-to-win argument, since PUBG has loot crate system. Number 5. PUBG is more of a strategy game than other shooter games. Now, you have to understand that I come from a line of games which mostly consist of the MMORPG side, but I do also enjoy Call of Duty and Battlefield, and yes, I enjoy both of them, and I don't really argue which one is better than the other, because that's a waste of time. So coming to a shooting game where I just can't sit down and relax listening to some music and go wherever I want, well, I could, but you know, I wouldn't be able to hear where my opponents are, and I would probably lose the game faster than I do already. So needless to say, you need to put a lot of focus into this game, and therefore also listening to your environment, plan ahead, and do a lot of decision making, which I didn't really know about in the beginning when I started playing. So yeah, there you have it. 5 things that I wish someone had told me before I started playing PUBG, or at the beginning of playing PUBG at least. So I hope that this will be helpful to someone who's starting out or something along those lines. And as always, thank you for watching, cheers, and have a nice one.